Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Su-100Y. It's the Tier 6 Soviet tank destroyer. It's a premium one and it's located on the north spawn of Kharkov and it's under the command of Andromedaa. Now this would have been just an ordinary video, but for the fact that somebody gets up to no good during this video, and it's that KV1 HanyMaty. Yep, he's the nasty one. Well, the game started, and well, the Su-100Y, otherwise known as the box tank for obvious reasons. It does look a bit boxy, doesn't it? It's got a 13cm gun, 130mm, and it's a naval gun as well. It's what the Soviets had plenty of at the time, and they put this in a hull that was actually from a T-100 heavy tank, which handles very much like a KV-85, and putting that huge gun on it, they needed some casement to actually protect the crew, so they just put slab sides along it and put it together, and it worked. So the one thing about this tank destroyer is that it has got an almighty alpha damage, 440. So at tier 6 it can probably one-shot most of the enemy tanks, and if it doesn't actually destroy them with the first shot, it'll probably incapacitate them so much that they become victim to the very next shot that hits them. Well, he's found a victim. T-37 fires around and oh yes! Wipes him out with one shot. Completely proves my theory that yes, this thing is lethal at tier 6. Well, it's lethal at any tier it's in, really, for that matter, but you're normally going to see this tank destroyer coming up against tier 7, maybe tier 8 opponents, because of its bottom tier, but it's still pretty lethal to them, let alone to these tier 5 or tier 6 opponents. Well, he's looking around for a new target. That AMX is too far away and he's over a ridgeline at the moment. Okay, there might be some closer targets. There's a P-43 and a T-3485M coming up the ridgeline nearby. This tank destroyer is not so much of a brawler, but it is very good at long range shots, so long as it's got something to hide behind. Well, that Wolverine just took a hit. Massive hit from something with automatic cannon, and the P-43 just took a round for 451, a high roll, and got wiped out a second later by the M44. I suspect that was a splash hit for the M44, but it certainly worked. Right, next target's a T-3485. A little late, but the T-3485 goes down anyway. Now, as I said at the start of the video, that one of the players on the team is not exactly playing by the rules. Yep, I'm afraid he starts spamming chat, pinging the position of Andromedaa in his Su-100Y, and I think it's because he wanted him to actually come to the city and fight there instead of actually fighting where he was fighting. Any second now he'll start pinging the map like mad, annoying everyone. Oh, he's already started, I think. Or is he? Yes, no, there he is. HanyMaty is now pinging the map for all he's worth. He's still alive, but he just wants the people on the west side of the map to come into the city. No explanation as to why he's pinging. No, oh, can please come to the city, we need help. He just starts pinging. And you know how annoying somebody who keeps pinging the map can be? Well, Andromeda's doing it back to him. Yep. It doesn't excuse what Andromeda's doing, because it can be annoying for both sides if you ping the map like that. It's not exactly helpful. Well, the one thing about the box tank is it's a very big target, but it does have big damage. Look at this T-34. And he's gone. Oh, Wolverine goes down to an M44 shell. That tends to indicate there's the M44. Okay, I was wondering where the M44 might be, but he's actually very close. I say very close, he's about 300 meters, 350 meters away. Right up against the edge of the map. And it looks like the T-52 is getting shots on him. Oh, but the T-52 just got wiped out by him. And our Arty just finished him off. Yeah, he didn't move after he killed the T-52, so that was his fault. There is still an enemy Arty out there. It's a Hummel. And I get the feeling Andromeda's having a quick look in the corner, just in case the Hummel's down there. Kind of wise to do this, because if you are going to make a move along the K-line towards the enemy cap, it would certainly be helpful to check the corners, just in case the Hummel happens to be behind you and starts firing into your ass with a 15cm gun. Well, there's the wreck of the M44. No other Arty in sight, so it looks like the Hummel might be in the southeast corner of the map, somewhere near the... It said he always been spotted. He is in the southeast corner rather. The scores are still fairly even. In fact, actually now we're one down on the enemy. But I think that's going to change very soon, because Andromeda, once he gets behind the enemy with that big box tank gun, he'll start wiping out enemy tanks with one shot, and then they'll suddenly realise, oops, we made a bit of a mistake. There's one light tank on the enemy team, a Leopard, and he's up in the north, but there's a VK. Lining up the shot. Oh, he fired prematurely there, and he only tracked the VK. And the VK's turning his turret very slowly, and he'll probably get a shot off before we're reloaded. We've lost sight of him. Oh, but he's been killed before we can shoot. So we've got a loaded round and pushing forwards. Oh, T-150 ahead of us now. But he's taken out as well. And there's that KV-1, HanyMaty. So the Hummel should be somewhere off to our right. And let's have a look. He's just having a quick look to his right. Couldn't see him. Through the cages. And there's the Hummel. Auto aims on and takes him out with one shot. So that means there's only two enemies remaining. The Leopard and a Firefly. Right, everyone's converging on the enemy cap, and there's the Leopard. Oh no, just a little late on the Leopard as well. He's had to pull back because we've got guys too close to his cap now, and if he were to fire at us, he's probably going to get a whole load of shots coming in his direction. But the thing about the box tank is it does make a very big target. You can see the shells that have hit him in the front. Well, Andromeda's not going to stay in the cap. He's going to go looking for the Leopard. And he's found him. He's found him from the shells hitting the front of the vehicle. Now we've got two in the cap. It's going to force the enemy to come back. There's the Firefly. Oh, he's taking damage. And the Firefly is down. And it was the KV-1 who got him. But you're going to see any second why the KV-1 is such a naughty boy. It's what he does to Andromeda after Andromeda does this. The Leopard kills RT-67. We know he's going around the back of that hill. The T-3485M is moving over, getting closer. I'm pretty sure that Leopard's going to try and take shots at Andromeda again. We're about to cap out, so obviously he's after a Defender medal. There he is. And he's blown up. And look what the KV-1 then does. He fires into the side of Andromeda. Now, there's no reason to do that. 3 shots he fired. All of them don't penetrate. But that just gets him into everyone's bad books. Well, here's the end of battle results, and it was only a second class tanker and a fighter badge and a fighter effect that Andromeda managed to get out of the game, but his win rate was 3634 out of that one, which is pretty good. So let's have a look at the team scores, and we can see that he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Leopard. He picked up a high caliber and 2035 hit points of damage, whereas Andromeda managed to get 1608. When it came to kills, it was Andromeda who got the highest amount, 4. The Leopard managed 3, so did the KV-1. And when it came to base XP, yes, I'm afraid it was Andromeda again with 734. The KV-1 managed 697, and then the Leopard on our team, on the enemy team, managed 632. He managed to get a high caliber. He also picked up a cool-headed, the T-150 picked up a cool-headed, and their Firefly got a Defender for resetting the cap. Whilst the T-3485M on our team, he managed to get a steel wall. But there was no reason for this guy, HanyMaty, to fire rounds into the side of Andromeda at the end of the game. It was just a pointless waste, and could be seen as that he was technically trolling Andromeda because Andromeda didn't do what he wanted to and he was pinging the map. But anyway, that aside, we can see that Andromeda fired 8 shots, got 6 direct hits, 5 penetrations, and 1,608 hit points of damage, of which 1,051 were at more than 300 meters. He received 19 hits, most of them from the Leopard, 8 penetrations, 11 non-penetrations, and 3 shots blocked, 300 hit points blocked by armor. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, did 3 hit points of damage assist and got 44 capture points. And on the credit side, he earned, well, 88,907 credits in total, and on the XP side he earned 2,532 all in. But really, yeah, the KV-1, you really do need to learn not to spam the map. And I'd say to Andromeda as well, don't spam back at somebody when they keep spamming you, because it's already that one person's more than likely going to get blacklisted by the enemy team, or by your team rather, not the enemy team, for spamming the mini-map and also being annoying in messages. But especially if that person's actually then does what he does at the end of the game and he starts firing at you for no reason, then obviously that guy does need to be reported. But if you report him and you've done just as bad as him by spamming the map, then obviously that gets you in trouble as well. So best not to spam the map at all if you can help it, unless you have some information to pass, and then put that information in chat so that people know exactly what it is you're trying to tell them. So thanks for watching.